Impundulu, winged vampire of the storm. You hear the first distant roll of thunder, a faint murmur in the blackened sky, yet your blood turns cold. It's not the storm you fear, it's the hidden watcher within, waiting, patient. Your breath catches as lightning illuminates an impossibly vast silhouette, and a deep part of your soul whispers one dreadful truth. The Impundulu has come. The storm you fear is not born of rain or wind. It begins far older, rooted in the soil of myth and whispered truth. Among the Xhosa of southern Africa, where the earth simmers beneath relentless sun, the Impundulu rides the storms. For generations, elders whisper its name cautiously, for to speak of it openly invites disaster. Born from rituals drenched in sacrificial blood and dark promises beneath lightning's glare, this predator emerges not merely as a creature, but as a force of primal dread. 3 cries it gives, the old women warn, their voices hushed. If the 3rd finds you, nothing can shield your soul. But what exactly is it that haunts the thunder? What shape does this fear take when given wings? It moves cloaked by tempest fury, wings spanning broader than nightmares. Obsidian feathers gleam in the storm's fleeting light, eyes glowing molten crimson, hot as the earth's core. Its arrival brings a scent of ozone, metallic blood, and ancient fear. Lightning isn't random. It hunts, precise and unerring, a predator's claw. 3 shrieks herald its claim, each cry louder, each cry closer, marking the souls destined for consumption. Many have met it. Few have survived. Fewer still remember without trembling. Their stories echo now, passed from voice to voice. Witch's Covenant. Beneath a storm-scarred moon, she stands within the circle drawn from salt and blood, chanting softly under breath strained by fear. Candles flicker violently in the wind, shadows dancing like specters around her. Her hands tremble as she lifts the silver blade, eyes closed in concentration, desperate for power, promised by whispers older than the mountains. Thunder roars, closer now as she completes the incantation. Silence falls for a fleeting moment, oppressive and absolute. Her courage falters. The blade slips from weakened fingers, clattering on stone. She opens her eyes, heart seized by dread, as clouds tear open violently. Lightning flashes, silhouetting immense wings descending swiftly, feathers black as void, glistening like wet obsidian. Her breath catches, a strangled cry frozen mid-throat. The Impundulu descends, eyes blazing crimson, talons extended. Salt spills across the stones, mingling with rain as wings engulf her final scream, leaving only echoing silence and a faint scent of scorched earth lingering as testament to the creature's unforgiving presence. Lost hunters. 2 hunters set camp by the riverbank as midnight approaches, blissfully unaware of the storm silently brewing in the darkness above. The crackling fire casts wavering shadows onto trees, creating illusions of watchers unseen. Gradually, the nocturnal chatter fades into unsettling silence, broken only by an occasional nervous chuckle from the hunters attempting to dismiss the growing unease. The first drop of rain, cold as death, startles them. Hastily, they gather their gear, but their movements slow as the air thickens oppressively. The storm surges violently, wind whipping branches into twisted dances of madness. The hunters exchange worried glances, eyes widening at the unnatural heaviness descending upon them. The fire sputters and dies abruptly, plunging the camp into blackness pierced sporadically by flashes of lightning. A shriek, distant yet bone-chilling, cuts through the tempest, freezing them in place. They stare skyward, breathing shallowly, their hearts synchronized in terror. The second cry follows swiftly, louder, vibrating through the ground beneath their feet. Their legs refuse to obey, their muscles tense, uselessly rigid in horror. The third cry never reaches village ears. Dawn breaks, and worried villagers journey toward the river to find the hunters. The camp is eerily untouched, equipment neatly arranged as though prepared for departure. Yet, an unsettling stillness blankets the site. Weapons lie grotesquely warped, melted by unimaginable heat. Testaments to a fury not born of earthly flames. In the muddy earth lies an intangible residue, fear incarnate, palpable even in daylight. Villagers recoil instinctively, their skin prickling at unseen remnants of terror. No tracks lead away, no blood stains the ground, only an empty, dread-filled void marking where souls once stood. From that day forth, whispers caution against camping beneath stormy skies, for something hungers in the thunderous dark. Pilot's nightmare. The sky beyond the windshield is pure chaos. Thick walls of storm cloud twist into shifting masses as his commercial airliner climbs through unstable altitudes. Captain Reek tightens his grip on the yoke, sweat streaking beneath his headset. Above, a glint, no movement. Something immense and winged flashes across the fuselage's reflection. He dismisses it. Just lightning. Then the first cry pierces through the cabin. A sound not audible through air traffic control or any speaker, but resonating inside his chest. A tremor of pure biological terror. Lights flicker. He taps controls rapidly, but the altitude readout freezes. The second cry follows with impossible force. A vibration spreads across the controls. Instruments spiral. The co-pilot glances at him, ghost pale, fingers trembling over the emergency protocols. No lightning flash follows, but in the clouds ahead, something blots out the stars, wings unfurling like scars across heaven. For minutes, time collapses. Engines sputter. Pressure alarms blare. A third cry never comes. Instead, the clouds clear, and the plane levels without reason. He lands hours later in absolute silence. And from that day forward, he avoids flying during storms. Not because of fear, but because he knows something ancient scanned that flight, measured his soul, and spared him. For now. Yet the Impundulu is more than tale. It is symbol, shadow, a force wrapped in lightning and consequence. The Impundulu embodies hunger beyond mere flesh, representing storms that cleanse and punish simultaneously. It binds humanity through fear and blood debts owed by generations who dared seek forbidden powers. Every bolt, every shriek enforces a ruthless cosmic balance. Lightning strikes, blood spills, debts collected, eternally repeated in threes. And now, in the glow of our modern age, where the old gods sleep behind digital veils, it waits still. Today, the Impundulu rides a different kind of storm. Not just in clouds, but in the invisible storms of information and distraction. It feeds on attention, slithers through timelines and networks, and whispers through flickering screens. Urban legends abound of CCTV footage glitching at the height of a thunderstorm. Moments where lightning freezes the frame, and something with wings flickers between shadows. These modern cries are not heard, but felt. Sudden dread while scrolling. The sense that something behind the glass is watching. We feed it every time we surrender focus. Every time we scroll past pain and move on. The predator adapted. The storm grew wires and faces, and still it watches. Do you ever feel it when the light flickers? When the silence between thunderclaps feels too long? Are you sure it isn't listening back? But legends do not rest. They converge, and one day, you find yourself standing beneath a sky that remembers. You stand atop a windswept hill, hair whipped like streamers in the wrath of the coming tempest. The sky groans. A black wound in the heavens rips open above you. Thunder swells so loud it drowns thought itself. You should flee, but your body refuses. Then the first cry erupts. It rattles your bones, a call from something vast and unknowable. The second cry twists your breath into knives, your vision doubling as the air pulses with unbearable pressure. The third cry comes not as a sound, but as pure sensation. Blinding white light consumes everything. The horizon dissolves. You feel your name dissolve inside you. Time halts. For a fraction of a second, the world forgets you were ever part of it. Then darkness. When silence returns and ash settles, something deeper remains. An understanding carved into the bones of fear. You awaken in a field of silence. No wind, no rain, only the ticking of your heart, unsure if it's still your own. The clouds have vanished, but the memory remains. Etched not in mind, but in marrow, fear lingers, not because you saw the Impundulu, but because you now know it never leaves. Some hungers aren't meant to be fed. Some storms are born inside us, kindled by things we chase without understanding. Power, knowledge, attention. The Impundulu punishes not just ambition, but arrogance. The belief that you could summon the storm and remain untouched. And if you've listened this far, if your breath still steadies and your heart still echoes your name, if the third cry spared you, subscribe. Let this story be a warning whispered between lightning strikes, because next time it may not miss.